Nigerians have suffered for decades from the inadequate electricity service from the government-owned monopoly PHCN, the power holding company of Nigeria, commonly known by other names such as Please Have Candle Nearby.
Blackout normally comes in areas based on the availability materials in that given area. For example, transformers. If area has to use 5 transformers and you are giving them 3 transformers, it's very, very hard for them. And for you as engineer in that area to maintain your customers in that area, you have to give for some people blackout, some people have light. Today you give them blackout, tomorrow you give them light. You have to run them on what? Schedule.
The lack of a reliable supply and the constant blackout causes severe economic damage. The cost of alternatives is at least 4 times the cost of a reliable power supply. In addition to this direct cost is the negative impact on people's time. This can mean the time spent accessing alternatives or the time lost because children cannot read in the evenings. The modern world is dependent on access to information, which in turn is only possible with a reliable and constant source of electricity. The reliable provision of affordable electricity has the potential to tackle both the symptoms and the causes of poverty. Most importantly, it will remove the greatest obstacle of doing business in Nigeria.
With the system of privatization, Nigeria will get a better light supply with the help of prepaid meter.
The government took the logical decision to privatize the bulk of its power sector assets as one of the key steps in finally delivering an improved service to Nigerians. This is one step on the way to an adequate supply of electricity in Nigeria. It is not an answer in itself.
It is the interest of the federal government to check the activities of what the private company are doing. If the private company are not doing right, it is the activities of the federal government to call them in order and then correct them in what they are doing that is not okay.
For Nigeria, the final improvement in electricity supply will depend on a massive investment program, estimated at around $70 billion. This is far beyond what the government can finance, and the track record of the Nigerian public sector in managing smaller infrastructure programs is in any case harmful. Without investment and reform in the power sector, the Nigerian government estimates that the annual lost economic growth is as high as $130 billion. Provision of adequate grid electricity will transform Nigeria's economic prospects and provide more and better jobs to millions of Nigerians. I'm Oluwole Aboyade, and this is Coast to Coast Africa.